A Boy from Asan, written by Daniel Tudor. Chung Ju-young's story begins in poverty. He was born in 1915 in Asan, Korea. This was a time of hardship. Japanese rule cast a long shadow. Life in Asan was rural. Farming was the main activity. Young Chung longed for more. He dreamed of a different life, a life beyond the rice paddies. Chung's father valued education. He urged his son to study, but opportunities were limited. Chung was determined to learn. He devoured books whenever he could. He walked miles to borrow them. Knowledge was his escape. He knew it was the key to a better future. At 16, Chung made a decision. He would go to Seoul. The bustling capital held promise. It was a chance to break free from poverty, to create a new destiny. With little money and immense hope, Chung set off. He was ready to face the unknown. Early ventures and hard lessons. Seoul was a whirlwind. Chung took any job he could find. He worked as a laborer, a construction worker, a delivery boy. Each job taught him valuable lessons. He learned the dignity of hard work. He saw the importance of perseverance. He observed how businesses operated. In 1938, opportunity knocked. Chung started a small rice store. He poured his heart into it. His work ethic impressed customers. Business thrived. But fate had other plans. World War II erupted. The war brought chaos and shortages. Chung's rice store collapsed. Undeterred, Chung tried again. He started a trucking company. He transported goods across the war-torn country. It was a risky business, but Chung was a survivor. He persevered through danger and uncertainty. He learned to adapt, to be resourceful. These lessons would prove invaluable. Rebuilding a nation brick by brick. World War II ended in 1945. Korea lay in ruins. The country needed rebuilding. This was Chung's moment. He saw an opportunity amidst the devastation. He founded Hyundai Engineering and Construction in 1947. Hyundai means modernity in Korean. It reflected Chung's vision. He wanted to modernize his country, to rebuild it stronger than before. Hyundai quickly gained a reputation. They were known for their quality work, for their speed and efficiency. Hyundai won contracts to rebuild bridges, roads and dams. They helped lay the foundation for Korea's economic miracle. Chung's leadership was crucial. He inspired his workers. He instilled in them a sense of purpose. They were not just rebuilding structures, they were rebuilding a nation. From ships to cars, expanding horizons. Chung's ambition was boundless. He saw opportunities beyond construction. In the 1960s, he set his sights on shipbuilding. Korea lacked the expertise, but Chung was undeterred. He believed in his vision. He traveled the world. He sought out the best engineers and designers. He secured financing. In 1972, Hyundai Shipyard was born. It would become one of the largest in the world. Chung's next move was even bolder. He wanted to build cars. In 1967, Hyundai Motor Company was founded. It was a daunting task. Korea had no history of automobile manufacturing, but Chung had a plan. He would partner with foreign companies. He would learn from the best. He would adapt and innovate. Chung's journey was not without its storms. He faced skepticism. He encountered resistance. He battled financial crises, but he never gave up. He had an unyielding belief in himself, in his vision and in his people. He led by example, working tirelessly and inspiring his employees to strive for excellence. He fostered a culture of innovation and encouraged risk-taking. He knew that failure was not the opposite of success, it was a stepping stone to it. Chung's resilience paid off. Hyundai overcame every obstacle. They built ships that sailed the seven seas and produced cars that drove on roads around the world. Hyundai became a global brand. a symbol of Korean ingenuity and determination. Chung Ju-yung passed away in 2001. He left behind an extraordinary legacy. He transformed Hyundai from a small construction company into a global conglomerate. He played a pivotal role in Korea's economic rise. But Chung's legacy extends beyond business. He embodied the spirit of the Korean people, their resilience, their determination, and their drive to succeed against all odds. Chung's story is an inspiration. It shows that anything is possible with hard work, unwavering belief, and a willingness to dream big. Today, Hyundai is a global giant. It is a household name. Its cars are known for their quality, affordability, and innovation. Hyundai ships transport goods across the globe. Its construction projects shape skylines around the world. Hyundai is a testament to Chung Ju-young's vision. It is a symbol of Korea's rise as a global economic powerhouse. The company continues to innovate. It is at the forefront of developing electric and autonomous vehicles. It is committed to sustainable practices. Hyundai's success has made it a global icon. It sponsors major sporting events, including the FIFA World Cup. It supports educational and cultural initiatives worldwide. The company is committed to making a positive impact. Hyundai's story is a source of pride for Koreans. It is a reminder of how far they have come, from the ashes of war to becoming a global leader. Chung Ju-young's life is a testament to the power of resilience. He faced countless challenges, but he never gave up. He learned from his mistakes. He adapted to changing circumstances. His story teaches us that setbacks are inevitable, but they do not define us. It is how we respond to them that matters. By embracing challenges, we grow stronger. We develop the resilience to overcome any obstacle. Chung Ju-young's story is timeless. It is a story of ambition, determination, and resilience. It is a story that resonates across cultures. It is a story for our times. In a world facing complex challenges, we need more leaders like Chung Ju-yung, leaders with vision, courage, and a commitment to building a better future. Let his story inspire us to dream big, to work hard, to never give up on our aspirations.